you go, it's a treacherous ride, with dangers untold and nowhere to hide.
Welcome to the Wasteland, fellow vault dwellers and newcomers alike. I am the overseer of Vault 76. In this video I'll be guiding you through the treacherous terrain of Appalachia as you prepare to emerge from the safety of your vault. As you step into this vast and unpredictable world, it's crucial to consider your playstyle and choose a character type that aligns with your preferences and strengths. Whether you prefer to rain down bullets from a distance as a Commando, wield a mighty melee weapon as a Slugger, unleash quick and precise shots as a Gunslinger, devastate your foes up close with a shotgun as a Shotgunner, or harness the power of specialized weapons and abilities as a Specialist, there's a loadout tailored to your unique style of gameplay. By selecting a character type that aligns with your playstyle, you'll not only enhance your enjoyment of the game but also maximize your effectiveness in combat and exploration. So take a moment to consider your preferences and choose wisely, for the Wasteland can be unforgiving to those ill-prepared. Before we delve into the intricacies of each loadout, let's first familiarize ourselves with the special attributes which form the foundation of your character's abilities and strengths in Fallout 76. Special stands for strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck, each representing a different aspect of your character's abilities and personality. Strength governs your physical prowess, affecting your melee damage, carry weight, and effectiveness with heavy weapons. Perception influences your awareness and ability to detect enemies and traps, as well as your accuracy with ranged weapons. Endurance determines your overall health and resistance to environmental hazards and radiation. Charisma reflects your charm and social skills, affecting your interactions with other characters in the game and your ability to lead and inspire others. Intelligence governs your technical aptitude and knowledge, influencing your effectiveness with crafting, hacking terminals, and using energy weapons. Agility affects your speed and agility in combat, as well as your ability to sneak and evade enemies. Luck represents your fortune and serendipity, influencing your chances of critical hits, finding better loot, and surviving dangerous situations. As you level up, you can allocate points to your special attributes, up to a maximum of 15 points in each. You can then use the points with perk cards. Perk cards are unique abilities that you can acquire and equip to further customize your character and gameplay experience. You also earn them as a reward for leveling up, and using them with your character develops specific skills and abilities that make your character unique. Every perk card itself has its own unique effects and can be leveled up to increase its potency. By carefully selecting and equipping perk cards that complement your chosen playstyle and character build, you can tailor your character to excel in combat, crafting, exploration, social interactions, and more. The combination of perk cards and special attributes are what allow you to make an infinite number of character types in the game, or to change your character as you progress. When you emerge from the vault, if you choose to start at level 20, you'll be able to choose a loadout, which is a pre-configured set of perk cards and special attributes designed to give your character an edge from the moment that they start out in the Wasteland. We'll start with the Commando loadout, and for that I'll hand you over to Wren, a seasoned survivor from the crater.
Hey, I'm Wren, the Raiders' comms and scouting expert. You might not see much of me around because frankly I'm not one for the spotlight. Being the size I am, smaller than most of these lumbering idiots I'm stuck with, I've had to learn to play to my strengths. Stealth, precision, staying out of sight. That's my game. I use my brains and my skills to stay ahead, because if you can't outmuscle them, you outsmart them. That's how I survive in this hellhole. You're smart to come to me, 7-6. I can teach you a thing or two about staying alive. But you gotta listen up, rookie. You wanna know about the Commando loadout? It's a good choice if you like picking off enemies from a safe distance without getting dirty, but you gotta have a sharp eye and steady hands. You're gonna be a combat-trained hunter, sniping down those scorched and ferals before they even catch a whiff of you. Now with the Commando loadout, your perception needs to be through the roof. It's all about landing those shots accurately from a distance. You get the Commando perk card, right? That beauty bumps up your rifle damage by 20%, means you'll be hitting harder with each pull of the trigger. And then there's the ground pounder perk card. Reloading's a breeze with this, 30% faster in fact. In the heat of battle, those precious seconds saved can mean the difference between life and death out there in the Wasteland. The way to play this? Keep your distance, stay hidden, and use those high perception eyes to spot your targets before they spot you. Line up your shots, take them down quick, and move on before anyone knows you were there. It's all about control, precision, and staying 2 steps ahead of the enemy. You do it right, and you'll be the ghost they never see coming. Got it, 7-6? Good. You'd better. Next up, we've got something for those who like to get up close and personal. I'm passing you over to Shin from the Brotherhood of Steel. He's got all the details on the Slugger loadout, perfect for anyone who wants to smash through the Wasteland with brute force. Shin, take it away.
Greetings, Initiate. I am Knight Shin of the Brotherhood of Steel. In the Wasteland, where uncertainty lurks in every corner, I have honed my combat skills to face threats directly and decisively. I prefer melee tactics because they demand courage, strength, and the will to confront danger on its doorstep. In close combat, there's no room for hesitation or second-guessing. This approach tests not just physical prowess, but also one's resolve and commitment to the cause. My experiences have taught me that sometimes the only way to ensure the security of our mission and the values we stand for is to meet the enemy face to face, with nothing between us but the resolve to prevail. That's why melee combat resonates with my principles. It's direct, efficient, and unequivocal. The Slugger loadout is for those who prefer this direct approach, getting up close and personal with the enemy. This is not for the faint-hearted, it's for those who don't flinch at the sight of danger and are ready to confront threats head-on. Your main attribute here is strength, which you'll need to maximize. This will not only increase your melee damage, but also your carrying capacity, crucial for hauling loot and heavier weapons. Your perception will be lower, as your focus is on dealing damage, not on spotting enemies from afar. The weapon of choice for this build is a two-handed melee weapon, like a baseball bat. It's straightforward and deadly. With the Slugger perk card, you get a 20% damage boost with two-handed melee weapons, making you a formidable force in combat. This works well with the Martial Artist perk card, which reduces the weight of two-handed weapons and increases your swing speed, so you'll be able to deliver devastating blows rapidly. This loadout suits a playstyle that's aggressive and relentless. You're the first into the fray and the last standing. Your approach is simple. Engage the enemy before they know what hit them. Keep in mind, this means you'll often be in the thick of the fight, so armor and health management become crucial. Always keep an eye on your defenses and be ready with stimpaks to heal. Use your environment strategically. Tight spaces can be to your advantage, limiting how many enemies can engage you at once. Remember, the essence of the Slugger loadout is not just brute force, but also the courage and audacity to face threats head-on, embodying the Brotherhood's values of strength and resilience. Initiate. Remember that the strength of the Brotherhood lies not only in our arms but in our resolve. Adaptability is key, and mastering different tactics will prepare you for the myriad challenges the Wasteland presents. Now, to broaden your horizon on combat strategies, I'll pass you to Vera Thornburg from the Blue Ridge Caravan. She's an expert in ranged engagements and will introduce you to the Gunslinger loadout. Listen to her closely. Her knowledge could very well save your life out there.
Howdy there, folks. My name is Vera Thornburg, and I help run the Middle Mountain pit stop in the Savage Divide. Today I'm going to talk to you all about the Gunslinger loadout, perfect for those who fancy themselves a bit of a cowgirl or cowboy in the Wasteland. If you're the type who likes to keep things swift and sharp, this one's for you. First off, the Gunslinger perk card is your bread and butter. It gives you a sweet bonus to damage when using non-automatic pistols, so if you're looking to make each bullet count with a powerful punch, this is where you start. Next, you want to remember that agility's the name of the game for a gunslinger, and this loadout has you covered in that regard. You gotta be quick on the draw, moving fast and staying light on your feet. This ain't about spraying and praying, it's about precise, calculated shots. Shooting from the hip also ain't just for showing the old westerns. It's darn useful with the modern Renegade perk card. This baby improves your hip-fire accuracy, making you a lethal sharpshooter even when you're on the move. And let's not forget about crack shot. When you do take the time to aim down those sights, you get 30% more range and accuracy. It means you can hit those nasties from farther away, and with more precision, making every bullet count. So to all you new players out there, if you fancy swinging a pistol and taking down your foes with style and efficiency, the Gunslinger loadout's the way to go. But remember, it ain't just about the gear or the perks. It's about knowing the land, understanding your enemy, and keeping your wits about you. You're doing great, keeping your head up and learning fast. That's the spirit of a true Wastelander right there. If the Gunslinger loadout isn't your cup of tea, then maybe the shotgun loadout's gonna be your best friend. And who better to walk you through it than Ward from Foundation? He's got the know-how on making every shot count with a shotgun. Over to you, Ward.
Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. The name's Ward. I'm the guy who keeps things running around Foundation. Spent my fair share of time outside the walls, dealing with all sorts of trouble. And let me tell you, when it comes to survival, nothing beats the reliability and sheer stopping power of a shotgun. I prefer it over any other weapon in this godforsaken wasteland, because when trouble comes knocking, you don't always get the luxury of distance. With a shotgun, you don't need to be a sharpshooter to make every shot count. It's about raw power and widespread, perfect for taking out groups of enemies that get too close for comfort. Plus, there's nothing like the sound of racking a shotgun to put the fear in those raiders' hearts. Love that shotgun like it's your only friend in this wasteland. This hellscape isn't the place for slicing through enemies with a blade. It's a place for blowing giant holes in anything that looks at you cross-eyed. And with the Skeet Shooter perk card, your shotgun isn't just a scattergun anymore. It's a precision instrument of chaos, perfect for when you're dealing with more than one brainless ghoul or greedy raider. You're going to be in their face, making sure they regret crossing paths with you. Aggressive? Sure, but you're not here to make friends with the local wildlife. You need to be smart, though, because charging in guns blazing is good and all until you're the one getting blasted. And hey, try to enjoy it a bit. Nothing like the rush of close-quarters combat to make you feel alive, right? I can tell that you'll do fine out there. You have a chance to make a difference, and maybe when you're ready, you can come by Foundation and help me track down some missing equipment. For the specialist loadout, I'm sending you over to Mort at the Wayward. He's got the know-how on all that technical gear.
Hey there. Fresh out of the vault, huh? You look like you could use some sun, but compared to me, everyone looks like they could use some sun. Am I right? If you're looking to make every shot count and dance with luck on your side, the specialist loadout's the way to go. It's all about using that VAT system to pick your targets clean from a distance, seeing the world like a slow-mo shooting gallery. With a hefty dose of perception, your aim in VATS gets sharp as a tack, especially if you're using the concentrated fire perk card. This little gem lets you focus on specific limbs. Want to take out a feral ghoul's leg to slow it down? Or maybe pop a super mutant's arm to make it drop its weapon? That's how you do it. Now luck's where things get interesting. High luck means you're not just relying on your eyesight. You've got fate in your corner. This can lead to more crits, better loot, and all sorts of happy accidents that'll make your life in the Wasteland a tad easier. For the playstyle, you're looking at a sniper or a gunslinger vibe, hanging back and picking off enemies before they even know you're there. Use cover, take your time, and let VATS do the heavy lifting. It's like having a sixth sense, pointing out the soft spots on whatever's dumb enough to cross you. There ain't really much more to say about it that ain't already been said. It's good for killing enemies, and there's certainly no shortage of them to kill. All this chit-chat about loadouts is fine and dandy, but knowing how to handle your gear's only half the battle. When you step out of that vault and into the sun, you're gonna need to know where to head first. And for that, my friend, you'll want to chat with Duchess. She's got the lay of the land and knows where a vault dweller like yourself should start poking around. You're already lucky, because she's right here next to me.
Mort's right. You do look like you could use some sun. My name's Duchess. I own the Wayward, a beacon of hospitality in these unforgiving lands. You might be wondering why you should trust a stranger like me, and that's a fair question in a world where trust is as scarce as a full bottle of vintage Nuka-Cola. I've been around, seen the darkness of the old world and the chaos of the new, and I've come out of it all aiming to build something worth having. A place where weary travelers can lay down their burdens and lift a glass. I've met more than my fair share of people coming out of Vault 76, and every one of them has told me that life out here in the Wasteland can be confusing for a few days. It seems like there's so much to do that you just don't know where to start. Let me break it down for you, hun. The mission storylines, they're like the peanut butter and jelly of your journey here in Appalachia. They guide you, teach you the ropes, and help you understand what in the blazes happened to this world. You'll meet folks, make allies, and maybe even a few enemies, all while uncovering secrets and piecing together this post-apocalyptic puzzle. Now, why are they important, you ask? Besides keeping you alive and kicking, these missions are your ticket to gear, knowledge, and the power you need to survive out there. They'll shape your path and decide the kind of survivor you'll become. You'll gain XP, level up, get new perk cards and special points, and before long you'll find that you're a level 50 contender who can stomp the guts out of a Deathclaw before you've even had your morning cup of Slocum's Joe coffee. And what better place to start than the Wayward, my little slice of civilization? We've got drinks to soothe your spirit and quests to light your way. I set up signs outside of the vault to show you how to find us. We're just down the hill. All you have to do is swing by and I'll set you up with your first real taste of adventure. How does that sound?
As this video comes to a close, I want to extend a warm welcome once again to all our vault dwellers and newcomers alike. It's been a pleasure to guide you through the intricacies of starting out in Fallout 76 and offer insights into the various loadouts available to you. If you enjoyed this video, I invite you to subscribe to the channel for the best Fallout 76 videos from Noodlepants and Oscapt. Join the Discord and consider becoming a channel member, either here on YouTube or over on Patreon. Videos like this take days to produce, and your support goes a long way in keeping them coming. Links to all of these locations are in the video description. Before I go, I want to tell you that your decisions aren't set in stone. Once you reach level 25, you'll have the opportunity to change your loadout using a loadout changer found at every train station and many other places around the map. These stations also offer access to vendors, workbenches, and essential machines to aid you on your journey. As Duchess said, you can't go wrong starting your adventure at the Wayward, but you don't have to. The Wasteland is yours to explore, so feel free to wander off the beaten path and discover its secrets for yourself, dangers and all. Until next time, Vault Dwellers, may your travels be safe, your adventures thrilling, and your future in the Wasteland bright. Farewell, and may the winds of fortune guide you on your journey.
In the heart of West Virginia, where the shadows creep and sway, lies a land of rusted dreams, where the brave dare not stray. Appalachia, oh, it's a treacherous ride, with dangers untold and nowhere to hide.